Get ready for the morning rush. We start with Kristen Curry live at Balloon Fiesta Park.
Good morning. As far as this morning goes, not dealing with any cloud cover or any rain. Next big weather maker actually looks pretty clear. We're getting rid of that cold front that we had yesterday, and we are good to go with the sunshine throughout the rest of today.
And as you get ready to head out the door for the day's top local stories, we start with Sarah Yingling.
The case of two former police officers accused of murder could go to the jury as early as Thursday or Friday. The jury will decide if Dominique Perez and Keith Sandy are guilty of second-degree murder. On Friday, the defense called a former LA police officer to the stand who called the shooting and killing of James Boyd justified. The defense also called an instructor who taught Perez in a class called Edge Weapons Awareness. He spoke about the importance of distance and dealing with people with mental health issues. Defense will continue to chip away at the 14 witnesses they plan on calling to the stand. Catherine?
Today, a judge is set to decide how long a teen murderer will spend behind bars. Nathaniel Carrillo pleaded no contest to murder. Police say Carrillo, along with two other teens, beat two sleeping men to death in an empty parking lot in 2014. Carrillo was 16 at the time. Gilbert Tafoya was 15, and the oldest, Alex Rios, was 18. Rios went to trial and got nearly 70 years. Tafoya has yet to be sentenced. Carrillo faces more than 25 years behind bars, and the state wants him to do real time. How it plans to make that happen, coming up in the 5 Facts.
This morning, the woman charged in connection with the murder of a young Army veteran is waiting to hear if a judge will dismiss her charges. Police say Matthew Chavez shot and killed 24-year-old Tyler Lackey in February in an attempted armed robbery. Veronica Trimble is charged with being part of that crime. But Trimble claims Chavez killed Lackey, then held her hostage. She's filed a motion asking a judge to dismiss her charges. On to some breaking news this morning. Hurricane Matthew pounding Haiti's southwestern peninsula at this time with heavy rain and 145-mile-per-hour winds. 3 people have already been killed in that storm. Right now, flash flooding and mudslides are a big concern. It's also prompted the governors of Florida and North Carolina to declare states of emergency. Both states sit in the storm's path. Kristen?
Good morning. Today's Metro Threat Index pretty low, only keeping it at a 2 because of those breezy conditions we expect this afternoon. Coming out of the west-northwest, about 10 to 20 miles per hour, so better than yesterday, but we will see more of this wind later on this afternoon into this evening and a little bit into tomorrow as well.
On to news happening tonight. Tim Kaine and Mike Pence face off today in their first and only vice presidential debate in the key state of Virginia. The Indiana governor is under pressure to deflect attacks against running mate Donald Trump, in particular over his tax and foundation issues. A new CBS News poll shows Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton leading Trump by 4 points just 5 weeks to Election Day. On to developing news now. Hackers trying to rig the election. That's the concern right now. Homeland Security Department says it's stepped up its outreach to states offering cyber hygiene, which scans the systems for any anomalies. At least 20 states say their voter registration systems were targeted by hackers. New this morning, a possible breakthrough in the fight against HIV. There's now trial use taking place of a so-called kick and kill technique using a vaccine to train the immune system to spot hidden HIV proteins. Then another drug is used to kick the dormant T cells awake, allowing the immune system to kill HIV-infected cells. It's still in the early stages, but already one man has tested HIV-free. It could be years before we know if the treatment works. How about a check on your morning drive? Here's some good news as you start your Tuesday morning. We're all green at this time. As you can see, traffic building in volume right around Balloon Fiesta Park, but really that's the only area that we're looking at. Adam?
Well, the traffic may be green this morning, but the flag is not here at Balloon Fiesta Park. You can see there are a few balloons that have inflated over here behind me, some Dawn Patrol balloons. But right now I just heard from Balloon Fiesta officials, and we are in a holding pattern this morning. They say they're doing that concerned about the winds. They're going to wait until sunrise to make a final determination. We're going to keep you posted. Lots of people here in the park hoping that the launch will happen. We'll let you know as soon as we hear. Crystal?
All right, thanks so much. So finally, as if you needed another reason to eat tacos, well, if you do, here it is. It's not only Taco Tuesday, it's National Taco Day, a day to wrap your hands around either hard or soft shell tacos. So if you're hankering to celebrate, check your favorite local restaurant for promotional deals. Let us know about them on our Facebook page so I can go check them out as well. Time now for your 5 facts. We start with number 5. The special session and the plans to fix the state's budget crisis. Both plans from the Senate and House call for cuts nearly across the board to shore up a nearly $600 million budget shortfall. The House GOP's plan takes away the proposed Senate cuts from CYFD and state police. It hits universities a little harder, especially UNM. Democrats say that attack only hurts students. The House stopped work until tomorrow. We'll stay on top of this for you. On to number 4 now. The creepy clown craze. You've probably heard about this. It's been hitting across the nation. Has people on edge in Hobbs this morning. Police say they have not had any confirmed clown sightings, but they're worried about a post circulating on social media that says clowns are breaking into people's homes, kidnapping kids, and warning people to stay inside. Police say it's not true. Police fear the trend will grow as Halloween approaches. Number 3 now. The city says changes are on the way for one of the most dangerous intersections in Albuquerque. That's Central and San Mateo. Between 2009 and 2014, 40 pedestrians and bicyclists combined were hit by cars at that intersection. The city says a new ART project will now address most of the problems, which calls for a bus stop in the middle of Central by the intersection. For other changes, go to this story on our KRQE News app. We'll send it to Kristen for number 2.
Good morning. Cooler temperatures this morning. You are going to need that jacket walking out the doors. Most of us are in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Still a bit on the breezy side this afternoon. Winds coming out of the west-northwest about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures even cooler this afternoon as we only hit about 71. Warmer with more sunshine expected tomorrow.
One now, it's sentencing day for the third and final teen convicted in the brutal murders of 2 homeless men. Nathaniel Carrillo pleaded no contest to 3 charges several months back. As part of the deal, the judge could decide if he deserves less time, at which point the prosecutors could back out of the deal and his case could go to trial. We'll be in the courtroom this morning, or today rather. We'll let you know what the judge decides. Okay, Adam Atchison, Kristen Curry out live at Balloon Fiesta Park all morning long. Our Balloon Fiesta coverage begins right after the break. Stick around.